So we're looking at the water cycle or the hydrologic cycle, and this video is going to kind of show you how to collect your data that you'll need in order to later use to create a pie graph and also a bar graph on the back side. So let's check this out. In order to do this, you should have one die and also access to this Nearpod presentation. This will tell you the different stations in the water cycle that we're going to be focusing on. You got the clouds and atmosphere, plants, animals, rivers, and if you go to the next slide, you would have oceans, lakes, underground waterways, and soil, all of which are found right on our list here. So these are the different stations of the water cycle we're going to focus on. For the sake of a starting point for this, I'm going to have everyone start. We'll just say, let's start with animals. All right, so everyone's going to start with animals. So we're going to go to the animal station on here. Looks like animals is not there, so we'll go to the previous one. Here's animals, and I'm going to roll the die one time. If I roll a 1, I'll go to the soil. If I roll a 2, the water stays inside animals. If I roll a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6, I'll go to the clouds atmosphere station. So let's look at how this data collection would work. I'm going to roll my die one time. I rolled a 3, and let's see where that 3 takes me. I would go to animals. I rolled a 3, so I would go to the clouds atmosphere. So here's what we would need to do to collect that data. Clouds atmosphere is right here. Number of times at location. I'm going to put a little tally mark. Now I'm going to go to the clouds atmosphere station on here, clouds atmosphere, and now I'm here and I'm going to roll my die, and this is going to tell me where I go next. So clouds atmosphere, let's see. I rolled a 5, and if I roll a 5, I'm in the clouds atmosphere. I go to lakes. So it looks like my water molecule left the atmosphere and it went down into a lake, presumably through precipitation. Let's check that out. Lakes. Again, I would go to my lakes, put a tally mark. Now I'm at my lakes. Let's see here. Looks like I have to go to this slide. There we go. Let's roll my die. I rolled a 6. Let's see where that takes me. 6 from the lake. Looks like I evaporate back up into the clouds atmosphere. So I would go back to my clouds atmosphere, and I would put a little tally mark. Go back to my clouds atmosphere, right here. Roll the die again. Got a 6. Clouds atmosphere, 6. Looks like I'm going to the soil this time. Soil, soil. So this is what we need to do. You need to do this a total of 50 times. So as you go across, you'll have to kind of add these up, and all of these added together, it needs to equal 50. We need to have a decent sample size to get an accurate representation of the movement through the water cycle. So we're going to have it add to 50. Up here it says a total of 20 stations, but we're changing that to 50. Once you have collected that and it adds up to 50, you can proceed to the next slide in the Nearpod, and it will kind of explain how to go about setting up your pie graph for this.